Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be looking at top past post UTME questions from different schools like Uniport, Uniben, OAU, a continuation of our last tutorial. And these questions are selected from different TAs. So just stick with us as we go right through it. Now, our first question says, simplify 2 whole number 5 over 12 minus 1 whole number 7 over 8 times 6 over 5. Now, most students will go ahead to start subtracting this, but here we need to apply the law of BODMAS. Okay, applying our BODMAS. Now, here we have brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Now, this is the format to which any mathematical equation should follow. Is like a guiding law or a guiding principle. Now, from here, we would first of all convert this to improper fractions. 12 times 2 will give us 24. 24 plus 5 will give us 29 over 12 minus 8 plus 7 will give us 15 over 8 times 6 over 5. Alright, so from here we will work on this multiplication first before subtracting. Now, 5 here, 1, 5 here, 3, 2 here, 3, 2 here, 4. So this leaves us with 29 over 12 minus 3 times 3, 9 over 4. Okay, now from here we can now do our LCM, find the LCM. LCM of 12 and 4 will give us 12. So this becomes 12 into 12, 1. 12 times 1 times 29. 29 minus 4 into 12. 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Now 29 minus 27 will give us 2 over 12. Now breaking this down to its lowest end, 2 here, 1. 2 here, 6. So our answer for this would be 1 over 6. Okay. Our next question says, a man and wife went to buy an article costing 400 naira. So our cost price is 400 naira. The woman had 10% of the cost. So 10% of our cost price, 10% of cost price will be 10 over 100 times 400 over 1. So that will be 10 times 4, which is 40 naira. The woman had 40 naira and the man 40% of the remainder. Now, for us to find the remainder, our remainder will become 400 minus 40, which is 360. So the woman had 40% of 360. So 40% of 360 will become 40 over 100 times 360 over 1. So this gives us 36 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Write down 4, carry 2. 4 times 3, 12, plus 2, 14. So this becomes 144. So their total amount will become 40 plus 144, which will give us 184 naira. So the total amount they had altogether was 184 naira. Our next set of questions says, if fx minus 2 equals 3x squared plus 4x plus 1, find f1. Now, if we want to find f1, what we're going to do, since fx minus 2 okay, equals this. Alright, and we're looking for F1. So that means for F1, okay, we are going to have it as x minus 2 equals 1. Okay, so this will give us our x equals 1 plus 2, which will be 3. So for f equals f1, we are having it as x equals 3. So this, for now, we now substitute 3 into this. So this becomes 3 bracket x. Our x is 3 squared plus 4 bracket 3 plus 1. Now this will be 3 times 9. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 12 plus 1. So this will be having 9 times 3 is 27 plus 13, which will give us 40. So F1 will be 40. Now, for our next question, it says if x plus 2 and x minus 1 are factors of the expression lx cubed plus 2kx squared plus 24. Find the value of L and K. Now, for us to find the value of L and K, we'll first of all do x plus 2 equals 0. So, therefore, x equals minus 2. And x minus 1 equals 0. So, therefore, x equals 1. So, we'll substitute the value of x when it's minus 2 and when it's minus 1 into this equation. So, let's go. When x equals minus 2, what do we have? L bracket minus 2 cube plus 2 bracket 2k minus 2 squared plus 24. Okay, so this will give us minus 2 cube will give us minus 8L plus 4 times 2, 8k plus 24. Now we can break this down by 8. Okay, dividing through by 8, we'll have minus L plus K equals minus L plus K plus 3 equals, okay, equals 0. Okay, so we can now turn this around to become L minus L plus K equals minus 3. Call this equation 1. Okay, now let's go to when x is 2, when x is 1, when x equals 1. Alright, now when x equals 1, we have it as L bracket 1 cube plus 2k bracket 1 squared plus 24. Okay, so this gives us L plus 2k plus 24. Okay, so this we're having as L plus 2k equals minus 24, equation 2. Now I'm bringing our two equations together of L minus L plus k equals minus 3 and L plus 2k equals minus 24. So now we do what? Since they are of different terms, plus and minus, we do what? We add. So we adding this, okay, minus plus, okay, minus plus plus. So this we cancel out. Like 1 minus 1, we cancel out, plus 3k equals minus 27. Now, so therefore, our k equals 27 minus 27 over 3, which will give us minus 9. Now the value of our k will be minus 9. Now substituting this into any of these equations, okay? Substituting this into any of these equations. So let's go with equation 1 or 2. Alright, let's go with equation 2. So this becomes L plus 2k equals minus 24. So k is what? 9 minus 9. L plus 2 bracket minus 9 equals minus 24. Okay? So from here we have L minus 18 equals minus 24. So L equals minus 24 plus 18. So L equals minus 6. So our L will give us minus 6. Now, bear in mind, if you also substitute into equation 1, where we have minus L plus K equals minus 3. So this becomes minus L plus minus L minus 9 equals minus 3. Okay, when this crosses over, it becomes minus L equals minus 3 plus 9, which gives us minus L equals 6. So transferring a negative, it becomes L equals minus 6, which gives us same value for this. So that's why whichever of these you use, you should still get same value. So from here, our L is 6 and our K is 9. So we can see that we've solved this. For the value of our L will be minus 6 and the value of our K will be minus 9. A woman walks from her home to the market at a steady speed. This journey takes her 2 hours. If she increases her speed by 1 hour, 1 kilometer per hour, she can save 20 minutes. Find her initial or usual speed in kilometers per hour. Now, from here, we are given that her usual time is 2 hours, okay, and she saves, time saved is 20 minutes. Now 20 minutes will be, in hours will be 60 minutes over 20, which will give us, 20 over 60, which will give us 1 over 3 hours, was what she's saving. Okay, so current time of increasing by 1 hour, new time, okay, will become 2 hours minus 1 over 3 hours, which will give us LCM 3, 5, 6 minus 1, which gives us 5 over 3 hours. That's our new time. Okay, now from here, let's look at her speed. Let her speed equals x. Okay, if her speed is x, now her new speed is x plus 1, since it says it increased by 1 kilometer. Okay, then let's find out distance. Okay, her distance, we know that distance equals speed times time. Okay, now if distance equals speed times time, for the first distance, our usual distance will become, our speed is x, speed, distance distance 1, let's call it distance 1. So let's use d1. d1 distance 1 equals speed is x times 2, which gives us 2x. Now, our distance 2, okay, will give us our new time is, okay, this speed is x plus 1 times our new time, which is 5 over 3, which will now give us 5 brackets x plus 1 all over 3, which when we expand we have 5x plus 5 over 3 as our new distance. But now we know that both distance still remains constant. d1 and d2 are constant, so we can now equate these two. Since d1 equals d2, all right, so this becomes 2x equals 5x plus 5 over 3. Now cross multiply, we have 6x, 2 times 3, 6x equals 5x plus 5. Collecting like terms, we have 6x minus 5x equals 5. So x equals 5. So under x is our initial speed. Okay, so therefore our usual speed is 5 kilometers per hour. So her usual speed is 5 kilometers per hour. Then her new speed, which is x plus 1, will be 5 plus 1, which is 6 kilometers per hour. So with this, we found out the usual speed of the woman and her initial speed, her new speed to save 20 minutes. PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral with PQ as diameter of the circle. If PQS is 15 degrees, find QRS. Now, in doing this, in solving this, we'll first of all need to understand what is a cyclic quadrilateral. Now, a cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral that is inscribed in a circle whose four corners are touching the circumference of your cycle. What do I mean by this? Diagrammatically, if we have a circle, okay, now the four corners of your cyclic quadrilateral, okay, the four corners of your quadrilateral touches the circumference of your cycle. Now, cycle, quadrilateral, four-sided. Okay, that's how they came about the word cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, if the four corners are not touching the circumference of your cycle, it isn't a cyclic quadrilateral. All right, now from here we're told that PQ is the diameter, and diameter, we know that diameter is a line that cuts the circle into two equal parts, okay, passing through the center. Now, so this one's our P and Q. All right, now that means the rest of our R and S would come this way. Okay, if our R and S comes this way, we are given that P, Q, S. Okay, so this will be R and this will be S. So we are given that PQS is 15 degrees. Alright, so we need to find QRS. That means we are looking for, draw an imaginary line this way, we are looking for this angle, which is angle Q, R, and S. Now, first off, let's look at our cyclic quadrilateral. If we remember our theorems in cyclic quadrilateral, we'll remember that in our theorem of a semicircle, okay, when a chord cuts through the center of your circle and makes an angle at the circumference, that this is 90 degrees. Now, how did it come about 90 degrees? We know that angle at center is twice angle at circumference. So if at center here we are having 180 degrees, all right, that means the angle at the circumference will be 90 degrees. Since we are obeying the law that says angle at center is 2 times angle at circumference. All right, now that is for one aspect. Another thing we should also consider in cyclic quadrilateral is that your angles x and y are supplementary. What do we mean by that? That x plus y equals 180 degrees. So as long as it's a cyclic quadrilateral, these two angles must always sum up to 180 degrees. Now, bearing that in mind, we can say that angle Q plus angle R equals 180 degrees. Reason, just like we said, that opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So this becomes 15 plus R equals 180 degrees. That means our angle R equals 180 minus 15, which will give us 165 degrees. That means this entire angle of R will be 165 degrees. So if this entire angle is 165 degrees, okay, let me bring out this diagram to explain better. Now, if all this is 165 degrees, okay, and we cut out this, okay, now this portion here is 90 and this bigger one is 165. Okay, now bearing in mind that this portion is 90, following our law, that our rule theorem that says that angular center is twice angle at circumference. Okay, now this is 90. So from here, this becomes a PRQ, PRQ, PRQ. This angle here becomes 90 degrees. Reason, angle at center is twice angle at circumference. Okay, and we know that PRS equals 165 degrees. Okay, which we'll find here already. So to get P and QRS, so therefore QRS equals PRS minus PRQ, which will give us 165 minus 90 degrees, which will give us 165 minus 90 will give us 75 degrees. So our angle QRS will be 75 degrees. All right, going to our next question. It says a sector of a circle is bounded by 2 radius. Now we know that for a sector of a circle, a sector is a part of a circle bounded by 2 radius and an arc. All right, so this is 7 cm, 7 cm, and this is 6 cm. Arc length is 6 cm, and it says find the area of a sector. Now, for us to find the area of our sector, normally for us to calculate our length, we have our formula for length as theta over 360 times 2 by r. Okay, now for area of sector, we have it as theta over 360 times pi r squared. But now we do not have our theta, but we have our length of arc. Okay, so we are going to use the formula that says our area equals 1 over 2 times r times L, where r equals our radius and L equals to length of arc. Okay, A equals to our length of arc, L equals to our length of arc, and r equals to radius. So this will give us 1 over 2 times radius is 7 times length is 6. So 2 here 1, 2 here 3. 7 times 3 will give us 21 cm squared. So 21 cm squared will be the length of our arc. Alright guys, with this, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. If there are any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and keep your notification buttons on to get more updates as we upload our videos. Also share our link with your friends if you found our tutorial helpful. Thank you. Love you guys.